It is 2028 and for a really long time global organization Omnicorp has been filling the military with their exceptionally progressed drones that keep up security all over the planet by utilizing scanners that recognize in the event that somebody is compromising or not on the spot. Television have Novak believes these robots should supplant the police in American urban communities as well, yet individuals fear machines and the public authority is against having policing can't feel. To make his statement, Novak has carried a tactical pioneer to his show to make sense of the subtleties of how each activity functions. He's likewise sent a columnist to the Center East that will show the robots work on live television. The journalist circumvents town recording how the robots don't hurt anybody that isn't a danger, calling it a triumph for well-being systems. Anyway, local people are plainly not content with the reality their house is taken over by robots, so a gathering of dissidents sneaks around with weighty weaponry and bounces on the robots for a full-out assault. Before long a brutal fight follows in the city, with structures getting exploded by the robots on the ground, yet additionally the flying robots that shoot any time they see an aggressor. A significant number of these dissidents likewise hop on the robots from rooftops. Investigator Alex comes to see his chief, who requests a clarification about the episode his discourteous collaborators are blaming him for. Alex recounts her the entire story. The earlier evening, Alex and his dearest companion met for certain hoodlums for a secret activity. They fooled a seller into uncovering a few unlawful weapons and captured him on the spot. Anyway, when Alex went to check the proof storage later, the weapons they took were missing and no one marked the desk work, meaning a messy cop needed to take them out. Subsequently, Alex and his accomplice went secret once more and met with the group chief at an eatery, yet they were intruded on when the pioneer got a call cautioning him that Alex was a cop. The pioneer quickly passed on the structure and sent his men to kill the police, beginning a gunfight all once again the spot. The two police officers immediately shot back, yet they were plainly dwarfed, so when they saw an initial they attempted to get away from through the back rear entryway. Alex made it outside without issues, yet tragically his dearest companion had chance all the while. Subsequent to hearing the story, Alex's supervisor reprimands him for going out without reinforcement and says she'll deal with the quest for the filthy cop. In the meantime, in Washington, D.C., Omnicorp President Dealers attempts to persuade the public authority that robot cops are really smart, yet the representatives turning him down once more. A while later at a Minicorp Central Command, Vendors has a gathering with his group to examine thoughts on how they can cause the general population to acknowledge robots in the city. Since the congresspersons continue to specify the reality robots can't feel, he reaches the resolution that they need to combination a genuine human with a machine. In the meantime, at an exceptional facility, Dr. Norton is assisting his most recent patient with adjusting to his new hands. Norton has practical experience in automated prosthetics that work in view of your own feelings, so the patient should figure out how to focus on his mechanical hands to have the option to play the guitar. The training is intruded on by Vendors, who converses with Norton in private and persuades him to plan a human-machine crossover. Norton gets along with Dealers Group to examine their choices, yet every resigned police officer has had their injuries for a really long time and is presently excessively sincerely damaged to return to work, so they need to search for a fresher case. In one more area of the city, Alex's discourteous associates uncover themselves to be filthy police, and they caution the group chief that the police division is after him. To dispose of this examination, they'll need to take care of Alex. Later, while Alex is visiting his dearest companion at the clinic, a crook puts a bomb under his vehicle. At night, Alex returns home and invests a few energy with his child David and his better half Clara. At the point when they're going to get going, Alex hears the caution of his vehicle go off and goes outside to check. When he draws nearer to the vehicle detonates, leaving him seriously harmed. When Omnicorp knows about this, they welcome Clara to their workplaces to make a proposition. They'll give Alex an entirely different mechanical body so he can continue living. Clara is reluctant, however at that point they portray in appalling subtlety every one of the injuries Alex has endured, bringing up that in the event that Clara doesn't go with her decision now Alex will pass on soon. Clara must choose the option to acknowledge. After 90 days, Alex is cheerfully seen hitting the dance floor with his better half at a local party. However, at that point the picture begins disintegrating down. The researchers uncover Alex's new structure, which is 90% mechanical parts, yet his mind is as yet human, so he's gradually going through his recollections. At the point when they at long last wake him up, Alex is befuddled and vexed, so Norton rapidly reminds him what occurred and directs him through his initial steps. Anyway, the body feels excessively unusual, and when Alex hears the word handicapped person he goes nuts, requesting for the suit to be eliminated. At the point when Norton attempts to quiet him down, Alex savagely drives him away prior to running out of the structure, pushing anybody who attempts to stop him. His running velocity is astounding, and when he experiences the wall encompassing the structure, he can get around it gracefully. Once more, anyway, when he begins running, Norton at last chooses to close him down from a distance. After a second, Alex awakens at the lab once more, and Norton eliminates the primary bits of the mechanical body to show Alex that a couple of natural pieces of him are left, so there's no taking off from this. Norton says it was the best way to save him, yet Alex thinks demise is superior to a machine and requests that the specialist pull the line. Norton alters his perspective by making sense of Clara requested the method and that his family is hanging tight for him, so he ought to do this for her. To demonstrate this, Norton allows Alex to call Clara, in spite of the fact that Alex just shows her his face until further notice. Clara believes he's still exceptionally attractive and can hardly stand by to rejoin with him. Since Alex has acknowledged to coordinate, he goes through the night at the lab, where his body goes through support. The following day, he's taken to do some preparation with Rick, the tactical man responsible for dealing with Omnicorp's automated armed forces in the field. He imagines that the machines are now great, so he thinks of it as an exercise in futility to remember a human for the task. However, he actually furnishes Alex with weapons, which he can take care of on his unique leg compartments. They put Alex and a robot through a reproduction where they should kill hoodlums and save regular people, and as everybody goes around doing the salvages easily, Rick's expectations are valid. Alex turns out to be more slow than the machines on the grounds that the machines essentially assess and act, while Alex pauses for a minute to feel among assessment and acting. Later at night, when he's distant from everyone else, Alex utilizes a PC to monitor what's going on with the posse chief case. The following day, Vendors is disheartened by the after effects of the reenactment and irately arranges Norton to fix this issue. He likewise thinks Alex needs to be more appealing on screen for showcasing reasons, so he requests a superior strategic suit. Later at the lab, the specialist opens Alex's head and does a few changes to his cerebrum that will make him think he actually has through and through freedom, yet the machine will be really the one acting. Alex is likewise given a total makeover. Presently his protective layer looks dark and smooth. Thereafter they carry Alex to a neglected structure for another test. This time he should conflict with Rick and a multitude of robots alone. Utilizing his visor to filter the region and with extraordinary reflexes, Alex rapidly evaluates what is going on and makes a move, taking shots at each and every robot without a second thought. He's additionally fast to find cover and stow away when he's shot at, so he never gets injured. Individually, every one of the robots go down and eventually, just Rick is standing, so Alex takes shots at his exoskeleton shield to take the success. All his response times are great and he never thinks the machine is doing the picking, so the investigation is viewed as a triumph. In a little while, Norton brings Alex back home so he can at last see his loved ones. He's fairly anxious and needs to pause for a minute to assemble boldness, yet when Clara sees him, she makes sure to him. David is a piece careful. However, after Alex allows him to contact the cool mechanical parts, David says he's glad to see him and that he's been recording a few games to observe together. Tragically, Alex can't remain in light of the fact that he should go through the night in the lab for upkeep. At the point when he gets back to the base, Alex meets his dearest companion, who has at long last recuperated, and he vows to get individuals that hurt him. A couple of days after the fact, Dealers is anxious to acquaint Alex with the residents in a major public occasion, so Norton starts moving every one of the documents of wrongdoings and hoodlums starting around 2011. Alex likewise accumulates admittance to each and every surveillance camera in the city. The data is a great deal to deal with by a human mind, and when Alex sees the recording of the blast of his vehicle, he has a seizure and drops. Norton doesn't figure they ought to have a public interview today, yet the AmeenCorp group powers Norton to fix the issue. Having no way out, Norton throws everybody out aside from his partner and continues to smother Alex's feelings, passing on him to behave like a genuine cold robot. Presently they can wrap up downloading the entire information base easily. Alex focuses on his obligation and disregards his significant other and companions, just considering faces to be lawbreakers or regular people and not friends and family. When he's dramatic, his scanner starts distinguishing every one of the countenances in the